Colosseum in the building. Yeah, my two co-hosts, they don't need no introduction. Firestone Morocco and yours truly. Let's get it. Okay, now tighten up, it's a Colosseum. Fake people, you'll never see them. Everybody authentic, dog, you can join to it, just take a DM. Everybody in the city rocking, it don't take much to be loved. I scared the doctor on my last visit with that two-tone in my blood. We don't play around, we just hold it down. They scared to play us on our side of town. Say we going through a rebuild, but are we really going through it, man? Stacking up on our receiving core, I don't see a ball going through their hands. Creeping up on our division rivals, they gon' really think that we the boogeyman. F the Ravens and the Texans, Jaguars and the Coast too. Real talk, if anybody not rocking that two-tone blue, you can catch us on the podcast. We gon' keep it real, we gon' speak fast. Always live on game day, we like Mike Keith when he yell sad. T-I-T-A-N-S, Colosseum. We be chillin' in the front row, it don't take much for you to go and see him. T-I-T-A-N-S, Colosseum. Everybody authentic, dog, you can join to it, just take a deal.
You know what time it is. It's the Titans Colosseum podcast. Tighten the up. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the Titans Colosseum podcast. I'm your host, Morocco, and you know who I'm in the building with. Fellas, what's poppin'?
What's popping, man? Hey, happy to do another show, man, even though we sorry as hell right now, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's man, we had so much hype in the offseason. It was like, man, this finally gonna be a year. The past couple of years on this podcast, man, it's been really, really rough. We're like, man, we finally got some weapons in here. It's gonna be different this year. It's gonna be easy to talk Titans football. Man, here we are, right back in the same place again. Like, damn, we talk about draft, or we just continue to talk about how horrible this team is. So here we are. Welcome, Titans fans. We can all stay here and be miserable together.
Man, back in therapy, back on the couch talking about our problems, man. So let's go ahead, get the bills paid, and hey, let this therapy session begin, man. This episode is being brought to you by Music City Autoplex, man. Make sure you go holler at Wilson. Let him get you right. Guarantee you, he got what you want out there on the lot. Music City Autoplex. If you can't make it down to the lot, you can check out their inventory online at musiccityAutoplex.com. Give them a call as well at 844-543-0108. Hey, what's happening to everybody that's watching out there tonight, man? Shout out to Rashad in the building, first coming in the house. Hey, shout out to D9, William. We got Andre in the building. We got, who else we got in the building tonight, man? I know Corey D in the building somewhere, man. What Corey? I don't see Corey, man. But
Even he's tired of this shit, man.
No, man. Corey ain't tapped out on us, man.
You done tapped out on us, man.
He probably saving some lives or something. But hey, Z, what's happening with you, man? Daniel, what's good? Omar, what's happening with you, man? Got Lewis in the building, man. Lewis, what's good with you? We got Quincy in the house. There go Corey. I know he ain't checked out on us, man. Corey ride or die, man. Rashad, what's happening with you? Julie, what's happening with you? Jill, what's up? Cole, what's up, man? Hey, they keep us lit, man. Andre, what's good with you, by God? Angela, hey, how you doing, man? Hope you're having a blessed Friday night. Mr. Robinson, what's happening at home, boy? Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us. All that good stuff. Y'all ready for the therapy session?
Yeah, man, as ready as we gonna be, I guess.
Man, let's go ahead and get to it, man. What's been bothering you this week, Firestone?
I guess just the blatancy of like, we're tanking. You know, some of these trades, and I get like some of these trades are maybe like good deals and everything, but I'm just trying to look into the foreseeable future because it's definitely, this season ain't it. And when we're going to be sitting, like we already had past couple of years hard getting free agencies here. And then Rand came this last year, really paid money, brought people in. We had to pay a little more than other people. I ain't going to say overpaid, but you got to pay a little more, which you have to do in free agency. But to bring people here, we had to trade to go get people to bring them here. And then when you trade people like Ernest Jones twice in the same year, like this dude moved from all the way from California, Tennessee, to back to the coast to Seattle, all in like, what, 7 weeks? Like, those things is what worries me about business because that shit's cool to do in Madden. But when people actually have to go through the moving process and pack and deal with all that stress and sign for all this, because like I know he ain't packing up the boxes himself, but you still got to move and deal with the paperwork, deal with all that, live out of a box, live out of a bag until everything shows up. Probably everything ain't even showing up from California yet. Now I got to wait for it up in Seattle. So I just don't like the fact that you trade for a guy in the year and then you trade him away. And we tried to get Jerome Baker in the free agency and we didn't get him. So now it's like, oh, even if you didn't pick us and you want to come here, we'll still trade for you and get you anyway. So I just didn't like this. It's I don't know if this is truly going to benefit us in the future, but we're going to see once true we're going to see once everything comes to fruition. But I just didn't like some of these moves, man, and how they were done.
RJ, what you got to talk about, man? Vent.
Let's go ahead and get these boys up out of here, man. We're going go ahead and go 1-16, man. Look, man, it's a bad season, bro. If we gonna suck, bro, we might as well go ahead and all the way suck, bro. It's not either gonna be really good or we gonna suck, bro. That's how this franchise need to be, bro. You don't want to be the Indianapolis Colts right now and think they're doing something because they're beating bad teams. We're bad, but we're beating all the bad teams. Like, well, okay, so when you guys picked 18th in the draft, you know what I'm saying? When you pick 18th in the draft, it ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get nobody that's gonna help you get over the hump. Nah, let's go ahead and get this top 3 pick. Either get Shedeur Sanders, Cam Ward, or go get Travis Hunter. And let's get up out this draft, man. We'll have somebody we can base this team around because we ain't had nobody to base the team around right now. You know what I'm saying? There's no face of this franchise right now, man. There's no guy that they're putting on the front of the Tennessee Titans Stadium right now that we can all gather around and believe in to win football games. We don't have that. We used to have that with Derrick Henry for the longest. Now we don't have that no more. We're not putting Will Levis on the front of the Nissan Stadium. We're not putting Calvin Ridley on the front of the Nissan Stadium. We're not putting Tony Pollard on the front of the Nissan Stadium. You know who they will put on the front of the Nissan Stadium? Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders. They will put them as soon as we draft either one of those two guys. They're going to be the guy that we're going to build this franchise around. And we have to all the way suck to get them. And it is what it is. It sucks. If Detroit Lions had to do it, the Browns do it. You know what I'm saying? Every team in the NFL has done it. The Indianapolis Colts did it, and they won a Super Bowl with Peyton Manning. You feel me? It's not like they had to suck to get Peyton Manning. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. I know it does. But let's go get our franchise guy. Let's go ahead and build this franchise back up to where it needs to be the right way. Because we already got a left tackle. We ain't got to worry about that no more. We got our left tackle. We just need the quarterback. So
and that's what we was kind of talking about before the show too, is that and that's why some of these business things worry me, because they've been trying to put off this, oh, we're not in rebuild, we're in retool or restructure. You're in rebuild now. You got to blow this all up. Like, everybody's going to go, because you got guys in this locker room that's going to move forward. And if you are going to try to change the culture like you said you're going to, you got guys in there that's like, you sold us on this. How are you going to sell us moving forward? We might not have faith in this coach until you prove it. And then if you got young guys coming around, you can't kind of have that mentality lingering in the locker room. So you kind of have to just wipe the slate, clean it all out and let these new guys come in and then build from that and let them be the leadership. So you might have to let a lot of people go just so you can, because this is going to be a bad lingering in some of these players' mouth for all year that we're tanking, we're sucking, probably 1-16 this year. That's not going to sit well with a lot of players in that locker room. So this might be the time that you're going to have to unload a lot of these guys just simply because you got to change the narrative moving forward, and you're not going to have some of these same guys in the locker room next year to keep that type of, resentment around maybe.
Yeah, look, and I know we were talking about it off the air, man. I'm on board, man. It's time for us to cut ties with Big Jeff, man, and Harold Landry, dog. You need to trade them, bro. Like, you're not gonna build a new culture. You're not gonna build it. It's gonna suck, but we're gonna suck. I mean, we already asked. But them two guys, man, they not gonna want to be around for no rebuild, bro. Let's be real. They've been here for too long, and you know what I'm saying. And we can get some good draft capital before they just all the way become non-improving players. You get what I'm saying? Like, they become vets, and we can't get nothing for them. They're not going to turn in. Neither one of them are turning into superstars. Neither one of them are turning into superstars. They're good players, but they're not. Neither one of them turn into superstars. If we're gonna really rebuild and go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off, we need to trade and get as much draft capital as possible so we can turn this team into a young team. We need to be young, man. That's the only way we're gonna get there. We got to build a culture with young. It's hard for like Brian Callahan just got here. It's hard for him to sit there and turn that Big Jeff into a superstar. I mean, just believe in me. Like he don't have anything to stand on. You get what I'm saying? Like you gotta have young players, man. You gotta have brand new players.
And I know so many people sitting there is like, would you trade Jeff Simmons? No, we don't need to trade Jeff Simmons. It ain't about like he ain't performed. We need to trade him. But you got to take into two considerations here when you're thinking about this and remove some emotions as a fan, because I don't want him to go neither. But when you break it down, is one, we're rebuilding. We clearly, this is not going to sit well with Jeffrey Simmons winning one game. We don't want to know what's going to linger on the next year, what's going to hold resentment. Sometimes you just got to let players go. Two, you got to think Jeffrey Simmons now has seen AJ leave, Kevin Byard leave, Derrick Henry leave, now D-Hop leave, all go to better teams, have playoff chances, Super Bowl chances. At what point do you see all your friends leaving like, hey, ship me out of here too. The grass is greener on the other side. Fuck this money. I see all my friends going to Super Bowl contending teams. Derek's out here doing what he's doing. AJ's doing what he's doing at Eagles. Why the hell am I staying here? Just ship me off. Send me off too. Shit. Go ahead. So who says Simmons isn't going to sit there and be like, hey, yeah, man, I can't stick around for this. I'm done. I gave y'all everything. This ain't what y'all sold me on my contract. I'd like to be traded. Like Jamal Adams asked to be requested. Sadiq Charles sit there and retired out of nowhere. We're losing a lot of players this year, and it's starting to calculate up. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jeff's ready to get out of here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either, man. He done fed up with so much, and then he's not doing nothing this year. Like it just seemed like Big Jeff when Big Jeff was out the Miami game, our D line looked better than it did without him. I mean, with him out there, like there's something wrong, man. Like he's not, you know what I'm saying? He's not. Let's go ahead and cut these ties now with Big Jeff before he becomes. So people start seeing the bad film. You get what I'm saying? Like we should do the same thing with Traylon Burks before he went out there and was terrible. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm not seeing $100 million from Jeffrey Simmons. I'm not. He may be in the run game, but he doesn't do anything on pass downs. Pass downs, he's getting locked up, bro. He looks like a normal DT on pass downs, man. He's not being nowhere near explosive on pass downs. I'm sorry.
You got to sell when the stock is up. So let's go ahead and get some comments in. Rashad says, why are some of the local reporters saying we shouldn't draft a quarterback? That's bothering me. I'm not going to say they shouldn't draft a quarterback, but at the same time, they got to wholeheartedly believe in their quarterback. And if they wholeheartedly don't believe in any of these quarterbacks that's coming out, they shouldn't take that chance. This rebuild isn't going to get solved in a year's time. It's going to take a couple of drafts. It's going to take at least 2 or 3 seasons for us to get to a competitive state again. But got Jared in the house watching tonight, man. He said gang should have drafted Bowers. He's a Hall of Famer. Vanessa, she my friend Vanessa, she actually brought this up. She shared a post from T.I. Shout out to Titans Idiot Nation. Shout out to Mr. Titan watching tonight as well. Shout out to everybody. But they brought up Brock Bowers, which is, you know, doing what some of y'all thought he would do for the Raiders. But my thing about Brock Bowers is Brock Bowers was not saving the Titans. No matter who we drafted, they wouldn't have been able to save the Titans because of Will Levis's quarterback play. And plus, too, we really needed that left tackle. I mean, come on, y'all. If we rolled with Brock Bowers and J.C. Latham was killing it somewhere else, would that sit well with you? Think about it. They didn't even solve the right tackle problem. A right tackle and a left tackle problem? Oh, no. So I don't have a problem with J.C. Latham. He's been doing his thing. Fellas, what you think about it?
Yeah, I love JC Latham pick. I don't see I wouldn't have picked anybody else. I'll be real. Like we needed JC Latham bad, and he's showing that he's gonna be a stud left tackle, man, for years on. So I'm not. Look, man, I love Brock Bowers too. I think Brock Bowers is a good player, and you see what he's doing on the Raiders. But my goodness, you know what I'm saying? We needed a left tackle more than we needed Brock Bowers right now. I'm just gonna keep it real because Brock Bowers isn't equating the wins because the Raiders need a quarterback just like we do, you know. So
Yeah, and knowing now too, like let's not forget, like it ain't like there was left tackles and right tackles that was good in the second round neither. Like tackles started going off the board pretty quick in that first round of that draft too. So even if we did go get Brock Bowers, thinking, oh, we'll get a tackle later, there really wasn't there for us, especially not the caliber of what JC Latham has been performing for us. So yeah, I wanted Brock Bowers, but I would much rather have somebody that can solidify the blind side of the QB moving forward, knowing that we got to find a QB of the future. You want to protect that guy first and then find him weapons, because you can have that guy and have weapons, but if you're not protecting him, he's not going to last anyway. So all the weapons don't matter. He's going to get hurt. So at least let's protect him and then get weapons around him. So I'm okay with that left tackle situation because we saw how the draft played out.
Run, man, run it, hell, man. He said the Bowers Simpson couldn't help himself. I mean, I understand them, man, because I mean, Brock Bowers, he's doing his thing. I mean, he's probably the only bright spot in Las Vegas right now, to be honest with you. I mean, hell, they talking about trading Max Crosby. So, I mean, shoot. That's how bad it's been for Oakland. That's another team who may, well, it ain't no may. They are going to be in search of a quarterback. So, I mean, hey, if they end up behind us and they, don't think that any of these quarterbacks are worth drafting, I mean, shoot, make a trade with Oakland, who's going to be desperate for a quarterback. What you got to say about that, Firestone?
I mean, it's likely. It's just about who's willing to buy. Like the thing with the Raiders for me is I think you also have to keep in consideration is Tom Brady just became minority owner of the Raiders as well. So him and Shador have a really good close relationship as well. So the Raiders could be making a push for Shador as well. So I don't know how active the Raiders would be in trading for a QB, because I think they might be on the tank for Shador Sanders train as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just depends on how that board falls, though, man. I mean, it may be a team that may be threatening Oakland. I mean, you may catch Oakland antsy and shoot, they may feel the need to jump the gun and jump up there and get a quarterback if they figure out that the Titans, don't want to go in that direction just yet.
Well, we're going 1-16, so we might not have to worry about that. We're not worrying.
You got a point there. I mean, shoot, we get that first overall pick. I mean, we gonna hold on.
The Raiders season got messed up. The Raiders tank season got messed up because they beat the Ravens and they wasn't supposed to beat them.
Yeah,
and I'm happy they did. You know what I'm saying? Before the Ravens got their shit together, they beat them. You know what I'm saying? Now that teams got their shit together, we know who gonna be who now. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and if I'm them, I know Max Crosby trades have been there. I'm holding on to Max until it comes draft time, just in case we now have that first round pick or that first overall pick, and you need to move up in front of somebody, and Shador is your guy. Yeah, everybody else is going to be giving up draft picks. You know what everybody else got to give up with them draft picks? A fucking Max Crosby. So you keep Max Crosby. That's your ace in the hole, that if you need to get up in the draft to go get your QB, that's the guy you trade away. Even if we have Harold Landry sit there, and Harold Landry ain't the same way as a Max Crosby. So we don't really have somebody that we can hold on to like that at the end. We just got to get out all our assets out, stacked up on picks, and hope that our record of where our pick is going to lay at is going to help us be a bargaining chip. And if we don't get the number one overall pick and not win a game the rest of the year.
Hey, shout out to Sports Tackler watching tonight, man, for the $2 super chat. We appreciate you very much. Once again, Sports Tackler, man, you always turning us up. Everybody turns us up, but man, Sports Tackler, got to give you flowers, man. You most definitely have been supporting us for a very, very long time, and we appreciate you. But Sports Tackler says Jets draft room was upset we took hey, that's a damn good point too, because like the Jets, they drafted who was the other tackle that was out there?
It was Joe Alt.
Not Joe Alt, but it was another tackle that was available.
Fuanu or
Was it him?
Fuagu. There's JC
I can't.
Latham.
Y'all help us out in the comments, man.
Hold on, I'm right here on him.
Who did the Giants? It Fasanu. Yes, that's who it.
Okay.
That's who it was. Fasanu. Yeah. So the Jets they took Fasanu. I mean, shoot. I heard. I forget who it was, but they said JC Latham wouldn't or would have been there in the second round. No, he wouldn't.
Nope. Bro, you saw them tackles came off the board quick in the first round. After everybody's like, man, why did we get JC Latham? We could have got Brock Bowers. Then you see, like, all right, a couple more wide receivers go. Then you get out the top 10, and you're like, tackle, shit. You're like, no, they wasn't gonna be there in the second round.
Yeah, it wasn't going. I don't know why you said JC was gonna be there in the second round. What the world?
Nah, I mean, I get it that some people wasn't sold on JC Latham. I wasn't too sold on him at first, but at the same time, I mean, I knew somebody was going to get him in the first round. If he dropped, he wasn't going to drop all the way out.
No.
But yeah, let's get to some more comments. Got Broderick in the house. Shout out to Broderick watching tonight. We don't need another rookie quarterback. We don't develop quarterbacks well. We need a veteran quarterback. Look, I understand where you're coming from, and I think we talked about this already on this show. You cannot have that type of mindset. That mindset, well, the Titans ain't never developed a quarterback. We ain't good at drafting wide receivers. We might as well draft something else. Guess what? If you start doing business like that, never going to find a quarterback. You're never going to find a wide receiver. You just got to swing until you hit on something. I mean, shoot, look at Washington all these years. I mean, they kept on coming up short. Thought they had something, but they, didn't have faith in Kirk Cousins to the point where they wanted to pay him. They kept going back through it, and now they found them something in Jaden Daniels, man. So I don't mind by, the Titans just consistently swing it until they hit on something.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm with you on that, Morocco. Then you just go ahead and swing on it until, until we finally find a quarterback that we need. Because, like, bro, you're gonna find a quarterback. Don't try to make it seem like it's just impossible for the Titans to fight. Just because you put on a Titan uniform, you can't find a quarterback. That's dumb to me.
Yeah, like, I know we miss and a lot of teams miss it, but it's not easy to find a franchise guy. That's why when people get one, they hold on to them, and so many teams have gone so long without it. It's not easy just to find a franchise guy. A lot of teams go through this, so we're just going through it. You got to keep swinging. You got to go up there at bat. You got to try to grab some guys. We've tried that stuff too, where we try to bring in guys. We try to bring in Hasselbeck. We try to bring in some guys that was veterans. We try to bring in Ryan Tannehill. We've tried those things. It didn't work. We got to go take our shots. And we ain't missed that many shots for us to sit here and say, like, we just don't do well. What, Vince Young, Jake Locker, Mariota, Will Levis, Malik Willis, is that about it? I mean, like, I know there's some other guys, but we really didn't draft them guys truly thinking that they were going to be the franchise guys. And really not even Malik Willis did we think he was going to be a franchise guy, but a couple fans was excited about that pick. We haven't really taken that many chances on high-ranking quarterbacks that we thought was absolutely going to be the guy. We got to take some more shots.
Yeah, man, and I agree with Rashad, too. This is a new regime. This is our first offensive-minded coach. Not first offensive-minded coach. Wiz was an offensive-minded coach, but he was a moron as well. So I feel you right there. First offensive coordinator. Like I said before, man, stick on this path, man. Even if Kyler don't work, keep on with the offensive-minded head coach, because you're going to find somebody at some point. Fingers crossed, but you're going to find somebody at some point. Hell, I'm not even ruling out Cali. But, while we, lingering around the next subject, let's go ahead and get to it, man, because RJ, as man, I mean, most of the fan base, they've accepted what we are. We are a bad football team. And by the moves the Titans are making, they are thinking about the future. So I'll let you start this off, homeboy. Why do fans need to go ahead and accept what's going on? Why do fans need to go ahead and accept that the Titans are tanking?
Yeah, I mean, they just go and set it because we finna get rid of even more people. This not gonna be the last couple people that we getting rid of. Them guys finna get cut. I mean, I could trade it. Let me let you know now. If Rand Carthon has the opportunity to get some draft picks, he's gonna trade them. I'm just letting you know now. I don't think this is the last group of people, man. I had said that after the D Hop trade, and guess what? Ernest Jones traded. Right, literally the rest. A couple hours from when I dropped the video. The man, like you just go ahead and accept it, man. We're not gonna be good this year, man. Just enjoy the tank, enjoy the process, and let's go. You know what I'm saying? And let's go ahead and find the next franchise guy. That's that we got to do.
I don't know if I can enjoy it, but I've accepted it. It is what it is. God dang it. Last year, I was arguing with folks up and down, like, man, that's a loser mentality. Man, we need to win every single game. And while I'm not actively rooting for the Titans to lose any football games, I understand what the hell is going on. So, what I'm gonna be looking for from this point on is I'm gonna be looking at how well these guys perform that actually get a chance. I'm gonna be looking to see how much fight do they have, because some of these guys are going to be on the roster next year. And the last thing I want is a bunch of dudes that's tapping out at the end of the season because they feel like it's meaningless.
Like I said again, I don't want to be where the Colts are at right now. The Colts, they think they doing something. They have a shit quarterback. They winning games with a bridge quarterback right now, and they think they really just cold, bro. Like, yeah, man, we good, man. We beating up on the Jags and Titans, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like with Joe Flacco, like you're not good, bro. But AR isn't winning these games. AR hasn't shown you he's a guy yet, but yet you're happy because you're 4-3 right now. Like, bro, you're mad mediocre. I'm not trying to be that. I'm done being mediocre. I'm done being a 9-8 football team, and we can't ever get over that hump unless we get some Derrick Henry or something. Like, no, man. I want to go ahead and either be really good or really bad. I'd rather be what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have been for pretty much my entire life. Really good or really bad. The Super Bowl or trash. You get what I'm saying? That's Super
Man,
Bowl.
I agree with Corey. I agree with Corey too about a lot of spiked hot chocolate at the stadium this year. But I was talking about Jerry. Jerry said, "Can we look good and lose instead of losing 34-10? It's 30-34. We need points." I mean, yeah. I mean, if we gonna sit through this foolishness, I mean, at least make it entertaining. At least make us think that, y'all are going to fight and y'all aren't going to just lay down like that.
But we know that they are, bro. Like you can tell, like, and that's the problem. I think that's what like we've seen so many fans check out, and because I don't think it's ever been more clear than maybe Carolina that a team is absolutely tanking. And we may not know exactly for which player right now. All that is speculation, but it's clearly that they're tanking to try to get the first pick. It's clear because like you're trading, like you. The thing that aggravates me with it is that these two things can't be possible. You can't be trying to have Will Levis out here and properly fully evaluate Will Levis this year. And this year is all about Will Levis, and you're still in on Will Levis and evaluating Will Levis, yet you throw away his favorite target. This is the guy that no matter what found D-Hop open, 1,000 yards last year, over 75 receptions. You got to find 3 other wide receivers that have as many receptions and as many yards as D-Hop does on the roster last year. So I don't understand why you sit here and you say, we're trying to evaluate Will Levis, but then you trade away D-Hop, his favorite target. Him and Calvin Ridley ain't been clicking. Traylon Burks go to IR. You act like you don't want to give NWI playing time. We only see Jaquan Jackson on special teams. So like these things, it's aggravating me because y'all constantly keep coming out here and telling us and selling this stuff as fans, but we see the exact opposite happening from the front office and in the trades and the moves you make. So you're talking about everybody being on the same page. Well, it seems like you keep leaving the fans out on what page we're fucking on, because you sold us on a playoff run this year and it's an utterly complete failure and we're in disastrous rebuild mode in the middle of the season when we could have already been rebuilding last off season.
Hey, let me throw a plot twist at you real quick, Filestone. Plot twist is their playing with Will. They're playing Will Levis and they're riding with Will Levis because Will Levis gives them the best chance at that number 1 overall draft pick. I mean, sure, they're not just going to come out and say that they're tanking or whatnot. No, they got to dress it up a little bit. I mean, shoot, they can't come out here and talk it like we talk it. That's what we're here for. We're here to say the shit that they not going to say. Talk to them, RJ.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. Like I said, yes, it sucks right now, but I'm gonna be real. I'd rather be here where we at right now than be where the Vikings at. Because yes, the Vikings started off 5-0, and guess what? Back-to-back L's. And you want to know why? Because they're trying to win with a bridge quarterback, and we've been there before. You know what I'm saying? With Ryan Tannehill trying to win
It's a little bit different situation, though, RJ. I mean, shoot, they got Justin Jefferson. They got to keep happy up over there.
I agree. They got to keep him happy, but they not gonna win none with no Sam Darnold. You know damn well they not gonna win shit with no Sam Darnold. That's why they trying to trade for Matthew Stafford now, because they know good well they not gonna win with no Sam Darnold. Like, he good, he having a good season. I'm not gonna lie. I know when that pressure come, bro, he gonna fold. He done did it too many times. Just like Ryan Tannehill, when that pressure came, he folded. You know, man, look, man. Like I said, I don't want to be winning without the quarterback. I'm sorry, I've seen it before. I done seen it with Kerry Collins. I done seen it with Vince Young. I done seen it with Ryan Tannehill. We get our heart broke every time. You know, every time we get a heart broke. And I want a real quarterback. That's why I'm very stressed on that. That's why I'm so adamant that we are number 1, get the number 1 pick so we can go get this guy. Go get a quarterback we can believe in, because my goodness, if I see us have to get another bridge quarterback, get a Sam Darnold or Justin Fields and try to win a Super Bowl with him, bro, we are going to get we're going to be heart broke again.
Man, this comment right here, man, Rashad, you hit the hammer on the fucking nail, bro. We are not trying to get fined and penalized like the Dolphins.
Bro, and you can tell, like, because, like, the moves made, and then Brian coming out and it's like, sometimes, you know, there's just times where a team has to look to the future. That means we're tanking, guys. That right there means we're tanking.
Did you see what Brian Callahan, he said, like, we already know we're gonna do at quarterback. Like, he knows that this ain't right, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like I said, he said, I watched in Chicago. I wish we were them two, bro, them two franchises right now, because when they get their teams, they are going to be Super Bowl contenders. I'm telling you this now. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl contenders. Like, that's them two are the models that I'm trying to follow. Washington and Chicago. If we can get our quarterback, and then we can, because we know how to put a freaking team around him. You just seen it this year. We put a great team around freaking Will Levis, bro. He just doing trash. Yeah, he trash. If we had a quarterback, we would have looked way better than what Rand Carthon showed me he could put a Super Bowl roster together, bro. He got to get a young quarterback, bro. That's actually good.
And this is the only draft pick so far Rand has missed on. Like, really, like, Will Levis is the only one. And we're not even sure if that's a Rand Carthon pick, because there's been speculation, oh, Vrabel wanted him. No, Vrabel didn't want him. Rand wanted him. No, Rand didn't want him. Miss Haney wanted him. It's like, who really wanted this guy? Because nobody wants to claim him right now and stand up like, yes, this was my guy. This was my pick. And this is why it turned out this way. So I don't know. I still have faith in Rand, even though to me it's been the coaching that hasn't performed this year, because he put together what you needed to as a roster. It was your job to make that roster work and everybody's chemistry work. That was the coach's job, because Rand went out there, got good draft picks. He went and got out there and got free agents. Now, what moves he's moving forward, we'll judge about them, because, bro, he's turning around players right now quicker than J-Rob. We'll see if that's a good thing or not. Yes, he's getting better deals, but still, this player turnaround stuff for us has been killing us for the past couple of years. And here we are again, turning players around left and right.
Why do people feel like Rand is the problem, Firestone?
Because somebody has to be an scapegoat right now, and everybody has their little pick. And I think, honestly, the scapegoat is Will Levis. That's just where it is. That's the guy who's underperformed this year. Yeah, Brian was supposed to come in and coach him up and be a better coach for him, but not every player is coachable and is able to play at the NFL level. Will Levis might just not be it. So I don't really necessarily blame Brian on this. because some of his play calls, when we watch him break down the film, the guys are open. There's guys open almost all the time. So his play calling ain't bad.
I'm not blaming Callahan, bro. I think
Right.
Callahan's a good coach, man. I just don't think that I don't think that he's giving the right quarterback to make him look good. You get what I'm saying? Because right now the Levis, he not seeing the field, man. And he just don't have a quarterback right now. Let him get his quarterback, then I'm gonna judge him as a coach.
I think a lot of people want Rand to be the scapegoat because two things: either they're Kentucky fans or they're still Vrabel fans that ain't got over the firing yet. Because there's really no reason why Rand should be getting fired right now. I get some of these players, you'd be emotional. I didn't want D-Hop to go. D-Hop wanted to go. Peter Schrager already said that. He was trying to get out of here. This was in the work for a couple of weeks, and D-Hop was ecstatic to get out of here. Okay, and you heard what he said in the Chiefs press conference. I ain't played meaningful football in 2 years. And what was D-Hop's main things that he asked for when he was in free agency? He said, I want a good quarterback and I want a stable coach. We got rid of both of them after his first year. He was here. Vrabel gone. Tannehill was out in the middle of the season. We're trying Will Levis as a young guy. It's like what you already told him what he wanted, and you came around. He was not happy. You knew from that moment forward, D-Hop was on a thin leash with this Tennessee Titans team. And then you saw him on the sideline with Callahan. He ain't liking how this coaching stuff is happening going 1-6. He's ready to go get something. So I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, if I was a vet player, I'd be upset too. I mean, we're losing games. So yeah, I get where D-Hop's coming from. I get where all the vets that are, you know, I get where they're all coming from. You know, at the same time, man, I also see what the people up top are doing, trying to do. They realize that they don't have a guy they want to build around. So they're like, okay, we're gonna have to get rid of some of these people. We're gonna get rid of some of these assets, man, and try to get somewhere in the draft where we can't get the guy. You get what I'm saying? So they can have the room to go get the guy. And like I said, man, we've had scouts at every single one of these quarterback games, bro. The games where their quarterback playing, man. We had scouts at every single one of those games, man. And like I said, man, the Titans ain't gonna be, they ain't secretive. I know what they trying to do, man. I know what they trying to do. It's just a lot of people just don't, they may not understand the game very well, but I do. You know what I'm saying? I understand. That's why I'm telling you what they doing. You feel me? So
yeah, man. A few comments real quick. Chanson brings up a good point. I blame John Robinson for all of this. Yeah, I mean, as much as people don't want to admit, as much as people want to blame Rand and Callie for everything that's going on right now, look, John Robinson, he messed up a bunch of draft classes. And all those draft classes that he messed up, Rand's got to go in there and he's got to draft good players that are actually going to stick around on this roster. Because let's look at John Robinson draft classes for a second. Yeah, we're going to look at John Robinson draft classes. I know it's hard, but it's therapy. So this is what we got to do.
Again?
I'm not going to go through every single draft pick because most of them suck.
Okay. Here, real quick. I know you're going to deep dive it, but can I sum it up real quick? It's just Dylan Radins and Traylon Burks left. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, let's talk about the hits that he's had. You feel me? Let's talk about the people
we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. We'll dress it up a little bit. So, what was his first season draft in 2016? It was, I believe, 2016, because Wizard Hunt got fired in 2015. So 2016, hit on Derrick Henry, hit on Jack Conklin. He didn't keep him around, but Jack Conklin was cool. Hit on Kevin Byard. Cool. Okay. 2017, Corey Davis, Adoree Jackson. Even though Corey Davis gave us a good year on the way out. No, Adoree Jackson showed some promise. No, 2017. Do we got anybody else in that 2017 draft? Then we draft Jayon Brown.
I think that's that draft.
I think so. Which Jayon Brown was decent, but he didn't keep him around.
He got decent people.
Yeah, 2018.
Kevin
2018.
Okay, so 2017, Corey Davis, Adoree Jackson, Jonnu Smith, Taywan Taylor, Jayon Brown, Corey Levin, Josh Carway, and Brad Seaton.
Nah, John Doe
Smith,
wasn't
Adoree, and
trash.
Torrey.
I said a whole lot of trash.
That's
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
yeah. A whole lot of trash.
And then don't forget, Taywan Taylor came out here. He was playing good. He was fast. Remember, we run screens to him, and he would run down the field. Then, like, J-Rob traded him. Like, LeBron tweeted about, damn, this dude moving fast. And the next day, we, like, trade him. It's like, we finally had a speedster, and y'all let him go. But
Nah, he let go of Khalif Raymond. I'm still mad about that, bro. Khalif Raymond is still on the Lions out here catching deep balls. To this day, still catching deep balls over there for the Lions, bro. And we let this man go.
But in this situation, for me, like Josh Reynolds, yeah, I get that he's doing good over there. But for me,
nah, he played for the Broncos now.
Oh, does he? Okay, so for me, Josh Reynolds is the same role and the same type of player as NWI. So would you rather have NWI or Josh Reynolds? I think I would much rather have NWI in that situation.
Well, I'll say this. Look, I was listening to Mike Key today on 104.5. And he said one thing about the Detroit Lions. He said he one thing he talked about NWI. And he went in on the NWI for about 20 minutes, bro, basically explaining why he is the player that he is and how he keeps surviving. He said that this is the league, it's a business, man. It's about coming to work and being the best you that you can be. And always showing the reason why the team should keep you. And he said the Titans have been trying to draft over NWI, and he keeps killing the person that they drafted. You feel me? And he said if you look at the Detroit Lions have 5 guys on their team that are like NWI, that are reliable. They show up and they keep killing the person that they keep drafting over him. So you want NWIs on your team. You get what I'm saying? And we have one. We have an NWI. We need more NWIs on our team. That's why I used to get on here and get so mad when y'all was talking about cutting them. I'm like, bro, this is the only dude that do anything for us.
Hey,
you get what I'm saying?
Him or Mason Kinsey, and we was just on the Mason Kinsey side. That's all it was. Same player.
I agree, but y'all folks NWI like, man, NWI don't deserve to be on the team, man. He's garbage. He's slow. And I'm like, bro, he catch balls. He make plays. Like, what are we talking about? Like, he even caught a touchdown last week.
Ever since that debate, NWI has been the Titans' best wide receiver.
we need more NWIs. We need to look for NWIs because apparently them work. You know what I'm saying?
We got a super chat we need to get to, man. Sports Tackler, man, turning us up once again. I told you, man. I told you, Sports Tackler, man. He keep us turned up. J-Rob had St. Brown on the clock, traded up for Dez Brown. Look, man, I am not gonna sit up here and act like I knew who Amar St. Brown was at the time. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I knew who Dez Fitzpatrick was at the time, but we got a lot of college fans within our fan base, and they were pissed about it. I tried to give it a chance, but once I seen Amar St. Brown do his thing, I said, yeah, J-Rob fucked up. And going back to his 2018 class, the Harold Landry class, you had Rashawn Evans. I mean, who else you had out there 2018?
We drafted a linebacker first round, bro.
That didn't pan out at all.
Bro. We could have got him in the 3rd round. Like, he was not that cold, bro. Like
2019 is his best draft. We just gonna call it what it is. Even though Derrick Henry and Kevin Byard came in the same draft, that 2019 draft, he knocked it out the park. And that's what Rand is going to get. He knocked it out the park.
I said that first one's his best one, bro.
He said passed up on Lamar. Shit, the whole league passed up on Lamar.
Bro, you got Derrick Henry and Kevin Byard in the same draft, and you got Kevin where you got him. You got Derrick Henry in the 2nd round. Like that first draft for J-Rob, he legitimately drafted a Hall of Famer. No other of these draft classes is J-Rob drafted a Hall of Famer. He drafted a Hall of Famer in Derrick Henry, and Kevin Byard is a damn good and will be a Titans Ring of Honor player in that draft class. Nobody else in none of these draft classes have those 2 titles in it.
We got to look at the quantity of players, though. I mean, yes, Derrick Henry is a future Hall of Famer. Kevin Byard was damn good, but you got Jeffrey Simmons. I know you're talking about trading him right now, but let's put some respect on Jeff Simmons. Jeff Simmons is a force. And 2nd round, hey, I ain't throw salt on the wound, but goddamn AJ Brown, he's a top 5 wide receiver right now. Could have used the top 5 wide receiver. Amani Hooker is doing his thing right now. We had David Long in that draft. Who's doing this thing for Miami? Who many people wanted to stay here. I mean, 2019, he knocked it out the park. And 2020, 2021, 2022 is where J-Rob just said, fuck it. He let his ego get in the way. He just started drafting any and everybody. And we really didn't hit on much out of those drafts. I mean, the first person that comes to mind throughout all of that right there is Roger McQuarrie. And that right there should tell you something.
Yeah, I what I've been looking at, you know what I'm saying, is our draft picks that we have now. And I don't specifically look at the top 100 picks. Look at the 4th through 7th round, because like I said, I was listening to Mike Keefe today, and he was talking about the draft. He said, man, one thing I want you guys to notice, that day 3 draft part of this draft, man, is going to be loaded because nobody has a COVID year anymore. So everybody's coming out. You get what I'm saying? Like the 4th through 7th, and we have a crap ton of 4th through 7 draft picks. Like Rand Carthon's about to cook. I don't think he's about to cook in this 3rd round, bro. I mean, the third day 3. I'm telling you, he cooked in the last day 3. He cooked in the last day 3 before. You know what I'm saying? In the 2 years ago. This is what he was hired for, man. Them day 3 picks, man, that most definitely is what gets you to the Super Bowl, you know.
Yeah. And let's go ahead and talk about D9's comment. I'm not saying fire no one, bro, but somebody in the office this year is responsible for this year, not J-Rob. Oh, yeah, most definitely. I get that. My point is the Titans are still paying for the foolishness of John Robinson. That's why I say you got to give Rand a little time to get it together. Hell, you got to give Khaled a little time to get it together. Now, this season right here, if you want to talk about who to hold accountable, Will Levis, yes, you have to hold Rand accountable because he drafted Will Levis. He brought in all these free agents. I don't know whose call it was. May have been Amy's call. He may have been working, with Amy's blessings to go out and get all of these players that, haven't panned out. You got to blame Kelly too, because Kelly hasn't been good as a head coach right now. I mean, questionable play call, poor game manager. Got faith he'll get it together, fingers crossed. But yeah, holding them accountable for this season, most definitely. I'm not with that firing and foolishness. No, hell no.
No. And I'll push back with this a little bit because I'm with D here a little bit too, because we're not still paying for J-Rob stuff anymore. We're not no more. Like we literally just spent $300 million. We've spent $300 million in free agency. So we're not dealing with J-Rob's cap mess he left us in. Rand has already traded players and got draft capital back. We're not in a draft capital hole anymore. So we're not in a cap space hole. We're not in a draft capital hole. He's literally changed around the whole roster. We have more talent on this roster than we probably ever had. So what's still left here of J-Rob's mess right now? There's not none. We're not in a cap hole no more. We're not in a situation where we have a draft. We don't have draft capital. We'd like to have more. Yes, but we have a first, second, no third, 2 fourths, 2 fifths, a 6th, and a 7th pick now. So what part of this is J-Rob lingering right now? I don't see it.
Well, I say this, and he's saying that he said that you got blame. Who are we blaming in the office for this? Because we did, in my opinion, we did the quarterback adjusted to put a respectable team around him to see if he was going to be good or not. That's what the season was about. Did we not just? It's not what this is. It's not what this season was. To put weapons around Will Levis, to put a somewhat of a good offensive line, put a respectable offensive line around him to see if he was good or not. Is that not what this season was? And he's not good. So guess what? We're at 1-5 now. So I don't see why somebody should be responsible for this. I mean, yes, it sucks. Yes, it's embarrassing to lose. But we wasn't in here yelling that we're going to win the AFC South. We wasn't in here yelling that we're going to win the Super Bowl. Now, I mean, I know we going to talk trash and say the Texans suck and this, that, and the other. But in reality, this all that this season was to see if the quarterback is the guy for it.
Yeah, and see, Rashad says the O-line. No, it's not. No, it's not. J.C. Latham at left tackle, Peter Skoronski at left guard. Those are Rand picks. Cushenberry at center, Rand guy. We have Radance at guard. That's a J-Rob guy. And in the right tackle situation is Watson right now. Callahan guy. That's still not J-Rob. It's like J-Rob's fingerprint is not on here no more. He did miss on some stuff that is the past,
No,
but
I'm not blaming
J-Rob's
J-Rob.
fingerprints ain't here no more. It's we got to judge those things, and right now you can't really blame anybody. But for me, is Will Levis and the coaching.
Somebody, he's saying somebody should be responsible for driving Levis. I mean, only person you can blame is the GM. He's the final say on drafting people, bro. As much as look, I love Rand Carthon just as much as y'all do, but he makes mistakes. He do.
But
He's made two so far.
Yeah, that's a blemish on him. I mean,
yeah, that's a
GMs
blemish
are
on. He
gonna
drafted
have
Will Levis, bro. He drafted this dude, bro. And then on top of that, he also brought in Andre Dillard, who was garbage. He brought him in. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We trusted him to be our left tackle, and he was garbage. Like I said,
Right.
at the end of the day, he's not perfect. I think he's a good GM, but he's not perfect. He's made mistakes just like every other GM. Eddie, what's that dude over there in the Eagles that everybody freaking love? That GM, Rosenhaus. Is that what his name is?
and they were ready to fire his ass to
That's
Eagles
what I'm
fans.
saying.
Got
There was a
every
point in time
time
people were saying
come
he
go
was the
left.
best
Oh,
GM
get all the way
ever.
out of here.
You get what I'm saying? There was a point in time people were saying he's the best GM ever. He can't do no
They were
wrong.
getting ready
And
to
guess
say
what?
it
We
next
traded him
month.
Kevin Byard. And I literally came on this freaking podcast and said he's not worth that contract and they gonna see it. And he went right up there and got cooked.
It's like, bro, you can't expect Rand to be perfect. Like, he's going to miss. And so far, if you're just pointing out 2 out of the 2 draft classes and all the free agencies that he's missed, that's damn good odds right now. Like, you literally, we got to hold off on a little bit. Like, yeah, we got to figure out who's to blame this year, but mostly I think it's just Will Levis. It might be Brian Callahan, but you can't figure that out just yet because Will Levis ain't there. Will Levis is there trying to mess things up. Rand did exactly what you wanted him to do this offseason. Go get talent. Go grocery shopping and get this man the best groceries you can. And he did. He went into that. Amy, we need you to go hire an offensive-minded guy. We need to get along with the times of the modern NFL. Go get a guy. Go make some moves. Go spend some money. Make this team better. She did that. So what do you want to do? Like, sometimes things doesn't work out on the first shot. Doesn't mean that it's all going to fail and be done. It just means this year 1 was not a success. Let's figure out why it wasn't a success and improvise and make year 2 better. Maybe year 2 won't be exactly what we was hoping for too, but year 2 better be better than year 1. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get to Chuck's comment. Makes a damn good point. I'm gonna call this man PT. But hey, can somebody tell me why the hell does Jerry Stillman call Nicholas Petit Ferrer PT? I got to know the story behind that one, man, because all I hear out of him is PT. I'm like, why the hell is Jerry calling this man PT? I mean, what does it stand for? Porn time or something?
No, it got to be because of Petit Ferrer.
Nah, I think he means the letter P and the letter T. But anyway, Chuck says Petit Ferrer is a J-Rob pick, though, and that's why we got a revolving door in right tackle. Sadiq retired. That was Rand's pickup, but we didn't get to see how it played out. Yes, very true. And what I was going to say about the points that you brought up too, Firestone. I mean, sure enough, we went and got talent. We got talent like a mug, but you know what we don't have? And this is why I say we're still paying for J-Rob's foolishness. We don't have any kind of leadership on this team. You're not going to be able to buy leadership. You can buy talent all day, but you can't buy leadership. That has to be drafted.
We traded away leadership with Kevin Byard, then we let leadership walk out the door with Derrick Henry. I'm just saying, that's not a J-Rob thing to me. I get that, but J-Rob didn't leave us having no leaders. We had leaders in the room. When J-Rob left, we've gutted and moved the leaders out because we're trying to bring in new leaders now. That's where we're at. That's not a J-Rob
we're trying
thing.
to bring new leaders. That's
a Rand thing. Rand has done that. Now, will it work? I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but Rand has put us where we're at, where we don't have leaders, because he wants younger guys like Snead, maybe Cedric Gray, Kenneth Murray, Lloyd Cushenberry, these new guys to step up and be the leaders. And this is year 1. They have to find their voice in their role. How long did it take Jeffrey Simmons to find his voice as a leader? So I don't, that's not a J-Rob thing to me. That's Rand trying to install this new culture now, and you got to get out with the old and in with the new.
Yeah, I mean, true enough, but you had to get rid of Kevin Byard for the simple fact that you needed draft capital. Derrick Henry, you didn't get the draft capital. So I mean, Derrick Henry went to the Ratbirds for nothing. I know some of y'all wanted to trade him, but we didn't get anything for him. I mean, you could use that as an example, but even with that right there, Derrick Henry would not be doing what Derrick Henry is doing with the Ravens right now had he stayed on the Titans because of how busted up this offensive line is. How busted up Will Evans is being. I mean, shoot, you damn sure couldn't have thrown him out there with Mason Rudolph and had him running for what was Derrick Henry running for, like 5.9 yards a carry or some crazy shit. I mean,
it could have, bro. With the if wide receiver talent we had, you spread it out. You got to respect that wide receiver core. Even if
you don't respect the quarterback, I mean, you ain't got anything.
You still got to spread. I'm not saying it would be successful, but you would still have to spread it out. So you're not getting as many low boxes, but you know that there's blitzes coming, that it's not loaded boxes or stacked boxes from hike, but once you hike, it's going to be a stack and load boxes. Blitzes coming.
The difference between the Ravens is because they got another running back handing him the ball.
No, true.
Man.
That's the difference, bro. The defense can't just all out sell out on Henry no more.
You got to put some respect on him, RJ. Come on now.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be.
I'm not saying Henry is a beast. Henry is, to me, he's the best running back of my lifetime. He is the best running back of my lifetime. What I'm trying to explain to you is that the reason why he's killing at this age is because they can't sell out, because if you go out on Henry, then Lamar gonna keep it and he gone. You get what I'm saying? Like, they have a counter to what we do. You get what I'm saying? They have a counter. Right. We don't have that. We didn't have it here. You know what I'm saying? There was no counter.
I'm not saying it's not easier at the Ravens for him to run, but I'm still saying Derrick Henry would have still been Derrick Henry here and probably would have been running better than he was last year, this year, with the talent we had, because last year we had no wide receivers. Ain't nobody respect that shit. They was literally bringing safeties all the way up. I'm like, man, y'all ain't about to do shit. You can't do that this year. You can't do that with Ridley and Boyd out there. Was D-Hop out there? You can't. You got to respect that and at least have your corners playing respectable man coverage with it, and then maybe blitz. So then you let Derrick Henry do Derrick Henry things. It's definitely easier at Ravens, but I don't know, man.
Don't be.
I can't say he couldn't do it here.
I'm saying he's not breaking. He's going to break the record. He's going to He's not breaking no record in no Tennessee, bro. I'm just letting you know. Nah,
but T.I., let me get the T.I. comment real quick, man. Shout out to T.I. watched it tonight too, man. Hey, T.I. says Henry gave the farewell speech. We could have dropped $1 billion and he still would have left. Yes, I don't know why some people haven't came to grips with this. Derrick Henry was not going to stay here with the current state of this team, no matter what. He felt where the Titans was going. And guess what? He decided that, hey, I appreciate him, but I need to go and try to win me a ring to solidify my legacy. Gotta respect him for it, though. Most definitely.
I remember when Lamar needed a contract, and we had a chance to trade for the dude, but there were people in our fan base told me that we don't need no Lamar, man. All he do is get hurt. We got Tannehill.
They wasn't going to trade Lamar. All that was just, negotiation.
I know, but still, though, I just remember those days, man. They told me that we had Tannehill, like Tannehill, just an elite quarterback. Like, nah, man. But it's cool though. Hey, but I just look at it like this, man. But we're gonna keep harping on the past because we're not winning. But right now, I don't focus on these draft picks. And just like Rand Carthon. Rand Carthon is he getting ready for the offseason. He's ready for the offseason. Yes, man, we playing Detroit this week. Yes, we got a whole rest of the season. But he's trying to figure out what we're gonna do at the end of the season, man. And I'm just letting you know now, man, there's gonna be some changes here. Some big changes. Like, we're going to change who we are. We're gonna draft guys that's going to fit with Brian Callahan do. And we're going to build a culture up, man. This culture going to get built. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said I want to get rid of some of these older guys that right now it's just, I ain't going to say that they liabilities, but they just going to put bad juju into these new guys' head because they've been here and they've seen some of the stuff. They just ain't been done right. You get what I'm saying? With J-Rob all the way to now. And it's like, we're trying to change, and we're trying to change with guys that's been here already. You get what I'm saying? You can't put the smoke and mirrors on Jeffrey Simmons. You can't put the smoke and mirrors on Landry. You get what I'm saying? And get them to play harder than what they already been doing. So that's how I feel.
Most definitely. Hey, so appreciate everybody joining us tonight, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the third. Make sure you go holler at Wilson down in Music City Autoplex. Hey, he gonna take good care of you, man. As long as you come proper, man, Wilson is going to get you in that vehicle that you've been wanting. MusicCityAutoplex.com if you can't make it down there to the line. Give them a call at 844-543-0108. Hey, we got a massacre in Detroit coming up on Sunday, y'all. I mean, it is what it is. The Titans are going to go up there and get smoked. So, 5 star.
Oh, shit.
What are you looking for in this game Sunday?
I expect the Detroit Lions to come out here and whoop the Titans worse than an Eminem diss track. Okay, look, this is about to be horrible, bro. We don't have Snead; he's not playing. We've already traded away D-Hop. Nobody's been playing good. Mason Rudolph is stepping. Like, bro, this nothing about this storyline speaks any hope to me for the Tennessee Titans after everything went through. We ain't beat the Chicago Bears, who we should have beat. We didn't put up a respectable game against the Colts. How the fuck we don't put up against the Lions, who is built and ready, and a lot of teams' favorite, to go to the Super Bowl this year after the way that we can't even not shoot ourselves in our own foot to win games. Like, we lose games rather than we get beat. So I just look for this to be very bad and a hard game for to watch, and a lot of hard film to have to process throughout the week, bro. This is about to be horrible.
RJ, talk to him.
The Lions about to beat the absolute bejesus out of us, bro. I'm just gonna get it. It's not good. I think they're putting up 50. Hey man, just tight fans, just go ahead and get ready. You know what I'm saying, to turn it off in the third quarter, man. When Jared Goff hit one of them bombs, the Amon-Ra St. Brown, and it's about over with, man. we're not winning this game. Might as well just go ahead and just get ready, man, for the next one. Let's go ahead and cut. There should be another game on, man. You know what I'm saying? They play 2 games. They're a tight game. Just cut it on Fox, man. You know what I'm saying? And you can watch the other good game, because, bro, we don't stand no chance, bro. They have way more than us. You know what I'm saying? These boys are equipped to win the Super Bowl. Like, that's how good they are. It was a Detroit. Did y'all not see what they did to the Cowboys, bro? Like, the Cowboys are way better than us. And they beat the absolute bejesus out of them. They beat the Vikings. You get what I'm saying? The Vikings have been a really good team this year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, just get ready, man. We finna get blown out.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about who's going to be out of this game. Got Jalen Duncan, Jalen Duncan's out. Cedric Gray, we know he's been, trying to get back from shoulder injury. They're not in a rush to put him out there. Even though we traded Ernest Jones, we still had Kenneth Murray, and hey, they may toss your boy out there, Jerome Baker. So, I mean, okay, Cedric Gray. But
Cedric Gray ain't going to come out this year. They're going to put him back on IR. They're not going to let him play. Just go ahead, rest, study, get film. This play, but get ready for next year.
But we got L'Jarius Sneed out with a quad injury. And L'Jarius Sneed, I wish we had the deleted tweet up here, but he went to AJ Brown route. And he made a tweet. He said, funny business. I mean, we don't know what he's talking about. I mean, only thing we can do is tell you what we think he's talking about. What we think he's talking about is the Titans on their tank mission. And when you're on the tank mission, you're not going to play your best players. And L'Jarius Sneed is one tough SOB. As long as he's breathing, as long as he's able to move on the field, he's going to want to play, and he's out of this game. So that makes me think that L'Jarius Sneed probably isn't as hurt as the Titans are making him out to be. Your thoughts on it, RJ?
I don't think he's as hurt as basically what you're saying. I don't think he's as hurt, man. I think we realize that we're having a bad season, and We're trying to lose. You know what I'm saying? No purpose in trying to get him as fully healthy as possible, man. And let's get on to the next game, man. I think that's what that is.
They
Yeah,
gonna
bro.
beat us so
We-
worse than shit.
No, don't take that down. Take that down.
Man,
Come on,
the
bro.
diddler.
Whoa,
Dude, get us in trouble, bro. What you can say on Twitter, we can't say everywhere.
Oh man.
Okay.
The diddler.
God dang.
And it's just a situation. We traded away too much. We're paying you too much too. Yes, we're trying to lose, but also we don't want to hurt you and injure you any more than you might possibly be going out here. This is a risky game. So yes, even if you weren't already kind of healthy, we saw it last year. Put some of these guys on IR. There's no sense in reason in letting them get hurt. So hey, if we're not playing for nothing that's worth a damn, why do you need to let Snead be out there and have the risk the possibility of him getting hurt and be injured and maybe linger on till next year when we're not even playing for nothing this year, but a draft pick, and you don't need him out there? So just, hey, if this quad's really hurting you, man, hey, collect your money and enjoy the paycheck for this year, and don't worry about it. Like I don't see no rush to get some of these guys back right now.
Hey, kind of off topic, but still on topic. Why do you think they didn't put Traylon Burks on IR yet?
Because there is a new rule that they brought up with last year with the owners and I can't remember the specifics of it, but you can still trade players that are injured on IR if you have interest in it. But there's a certain like IR tag that you got to have, and I can't remember all of that in detail. But this year, that's why a lot of people's like, if he goes on IR, we can't trade him. No, if they place him on the IR correctly and some teams are interested in him, we could still trade Traylon Burks or anybody that we place on IR as well with new rules that have came out.
Rashad said he is on IR. I ain't seen him officially be placed on IR. I know they was talking about it. They said that he could possibly be going, but I didn't see anything official.
I haven't seen anything official yet either. I'm double checking though.
Yeah. Do you think Snead have I'm tongue twisted. Do Snead have playing time bonuses in his contract? That's a good question.
I bet you he does.
Yeah, I ain't putting that coming up, Falcon.
I've seen it too.
I feel you, but I done did enough already, man. I definitely ain't trying to get the platform taken down because we love chopping it up with y'all every Monday and Friday at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah, so Burks is on IR, and that's when they elevated Trevor Siemian up from the practice squad, which, bro, we might get beat so bad in this game. You might see Trevor Siemian step in this game and start taking some reps in the fourth quarter, maybe even the third quarter, because I don't see the Lions taking as long as the Bills took to take
the put us away.
Yeah, I can see it there. It can be at a Bills score by halftime, and we see their backups and our backups in, and we see a bunch of young players trying to figure out a system.
So my thing is, I'm so glad that freaking Aiden Hutchinson isn't playing, bro, because my God, Nicholas Petit-Perel would not be able to go.
Man, look, man, dude would have got jacked up like Homebones Friday by Debo, man. He would have got jacked up like Red.
So I see two comments. Bro, they said trade Burks for what was it? Where's that comment? He said
trade Burks for a bag of Taki hot chips.
Yeah, bro. Everybody keeps saying like Burke doesn't have no trade cap. Bro, trade Burks for a 7th round pick 10 years from now. I don't give a damn. Anything for this man will work. It don't have to be this year, next year.
Why we haven't traded him for a 7th round pick yet? Like we could get a 6th. Maybe it's
that first round draft pick status, man. You know that
they don't want to be wrong about AJ Brown. Like, don't rip the band-aid off. We was wrong. Everybody can see it, bro.
And that's one that nobody's going to hold Ray responsible for because he didn't draft him. So
like we was wrong, bro. We shouldn't have traded AJ Brown. We were stupid. You feel me?
Absolutely, bro. Just go ahead, trade him off for a 2050 7th round pick, and we'll be okay. And Corey said,
for him.
Yes, facts. And Corey said, "What's up with Colton? Colton's still going through his ACL surgery or recovery and everything, so he's still not fully up healthy or ready to come out and get practice reps."
Yeah,
So
prayers to Colton too, man. Most definitely wish him a speedy recovery, because Lord knows we need him out there on special teams.
He is in the building. He is going through his work and his rehab and everything, so he is there in the building, but he's just not released yet to go practice or do anything like that yet. Still recovery mode.
Let's go ahead and talk about the keys to victory. God dang it! In the event that Detroit just decides that they want to have an off day, and the Titans decide, hey, let's go ahead and turn up. Fuck them draft picks.
Right.
Keys to victory, man. And I'm gonna get into mine first. Stop the run. I mean, Detroit, as well as they pass the ball, their offense is revolved around the run. So if you can take the run away, and if you can make Jared Goff have to put Detroit on his back, you might have a fighting chance. Yes, you can, Firestone.
Bro, this is hold on. Okay, this is the guy, the only guy who is 2-0 against Patrick Mahomes in slingouts.
I ain't trying to hit that right there. Hell no, I'm not trying to hit that.
Put up 40 points each time against Patrick Mahomes, and they went toe to toe in the final 3 drives back to back each time. Like Jared Goff wasn't it in the Rams. Jared Goff at Detroit. Oh, bro, that's a different Jared Goff.
So the Titans are undefeated against the Lions. Do you think the Titans are going to win Sunday?
Hell, I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Bro, that streak getting broken. That's
what I'm saying. But anyway, man, their offense, I mean, it's built around the run. I mean, they do mostly everything off the run. If you can get pressure on Goff will turn the ball over. And my other key is Callie doesn't need to go out there and try to out-Campbell Dan Campbell, because Dan Campbell is with a bunch of foolishness. This man will go for 4th down at any given time. We know Callie will too. But if the Titans are in this football game in the 4th quarter, please, Callie, do not get on that Dan Campbell foolishness with him. All you got to do is just sit back and play the game. If you need to punt the football, punt the football. Don't be going for a bunch of 4th and foolishness with Dan Campbell.
Yeah, we can go to my key to victory, man, which is no chance of hell we winning, bro. We not winning. We not winning the game, but I'm not even finna. Look, I'm gonna be, when the game cut on, I'm gonna be the Titan RJ, cheer for these boys to win, play the guy they win. But as soon as they get up 2 scores, RJ cutting that shit off. Ain't no chance of hell we beating this team, bro. I don't believe it.
No, bro.
Victory because the opening scene of Independence Day 3. Oh, man.
We ain't gonna make it. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, yo, y'all ever seen?
We're gonna get done bad.
Have y'all seen Scary Movie 4, bro?
Yeah,
it was in Detroit. They was like, "This is Detroit before the alien invasion." They're like, "This is Detroit after the alien invasion," and it was just made. It was the same thing, but it was just alien.
Man, good God, man, we are going to get smoked on Sunday, but it's all good though. I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna be watching forever long. I watch, but if I see Trevor Siemian go out on that football field, I'm playing Call of Duty. I'm just gonna keep it real.
It sucks.
I'm not sitting through that,
bro. We have to
shit. I know I'm a real Titan fan. Bro, I ain't got shit to prove nobody. I scream in the phone down there every single week. I mean, shit. I've been at those dark day football games, upset as hell that we didn't win the football game. That's how much of a fan I am. So, goddamn it, if I see Trevor Siemian come out on that football field, I'm cutting on Call of Duty, and I bet not hear shit from anybody.
Look, I get it. Now, I'm not testing your fanhood, but like you said, every other Titans fan's going to do that. They're going to turn into the podcast expecting us to at least be able to tell them how fucked up Trevor Siemian looked. You know what I'm saying?
They know he's fucked
Nah,
up.
RJ will be cutting it off, bro. I can't watch them boys get beat to sleep, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I can't do it, bro.
Man, they rock
I
with
had
us
to learn
because
that
they
being a
rock
ball
with us,
fan,
man.
bro. Like
We are
he get up 2 scores, and I
entertaining.
know they ain't
Unlike,
got no firepower. I'm cutting it off.
we are entertaining, unlike the Titans right now. That's why the people rock with us, man. So they're gonna be here regardless. We don't need to sit up and look at Trevor Siemian and analyze Trevor Siemian's game. He's damn sure not our future.
Hey, man,
Shout out to Trevor too,
come
man.
on. Come on, Morocco. He could be our future, man. Give Trevor a
Bro, I'm gonna be real,
We
man.
ain't playing
I'm
them
gonna
type
try
of
my
games.
hardest to cheer for the Titans win, but if they almost beat this darn team, if they go out and beat this darn team, I'm gonna be on this. I'm gonna be kind of pissed on the podcast. Like, we can't even tank correctly. Like, what are we doing?
Oh, we can't even fuck up a fuck up. What's this? What is this?
It's gonna be like
You
that
come
shit
out
from
here,
the Colts and Texans. What year was that? Was it 2022 where the Mugs went up out there and they couldn't decide who wanted to win the football game in week 18? And I think the Texans end up winning it.
Yep.
Yeah, man. It might be some of that with the Titans, man. I mean, shoot. I know these ain't Mike Vrabel's Titans or anything, but like Firestone said, we are so bad at fucking up fuck-ups or whatever. We probably would go on a goddamn run. We probably would go out there and rip off 5 or 6 wins or whatever. And that's something I forgot to hit on earlier, man. People talking about Red trading away, this person and that person. Look, y'all.
See, this would be the way for the franchise to shut us up, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, this would be the perfect time for the players to screw the organization, bro, by winning this game.
Man, look, man, Red has got to stock up on draft capital in the event that the Titans are out of position. They're going to need some leverage. So you got to be equipped for whatever. I mean, worst case, hell, they fall in love with a quarterback, and we got dang it, a bunch of draft capital to move up and get the quarterback regardless. I don't care how we get the damn quarterback. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I don't give a damn about giving up draft picks. I don't give a damn if we end up with the first overall draft pick at this point. As long as we get our quarterback, I'll be fine with it.
Yeah, bro. I'll test my keys to victories real quick too, because I mean, and we get the score predictions here. But mine was hope the Lions beat themselves, like you kind of said, and you kind of touched on too. Let Dan Campbell himself in that situation, but I don't see it happening. But I'll tell you this: if the Titans do come out here and win this game on Sunday, I promise you, RJ, you're gonna wake up Monday morning to Harold Landry has been traded because Rand's like, no, I need to lose.
Man, look,
I
man,
gotta go get trade capital now. Fuck this shit. I need draft capital.
We may need a goddamn 3, 4, 5
bro.
sack game from Harold Landry, man. We gonna need Harold Landry to go put some good ass tape up out there, man. I mean, shoot. he got to help us out in this in some way, man. If he really loves Tennessee like that, if he really want another big contract, man, go out there and ball the hell out, man. Raise that draft stock up.
Bro, Jeffrey Simmons and Harold Landry gonna have the best game of their Titans career watching against the Lions, and Rand's gonna have to send them in Monday morning. It's like, I thought I told you we trying to lose here. And Jeffrey and Landry's like, I thought I told you to trade our asses to get us out of here.
Nah, he ain't gonna say that, too. He just gonna ship them off. Cause hey, guess what, man? You get Jeffrey Simmons 2 sacks, you get Harold Landry 2 or 3 sacks. Shoot. If I'm Red, I'm making calls Sunday on the plane back to Nashville. I'm calling whoever up there in Nashville, like, hey, look, what you say you got for us? You say you got a third and a second or what? Hey, let's go ahead and get this thing done.
The Emma says that there's somebody said Harold Landry gonna break the single game sack record.
Bro, I promise you he do that. He's outnumbered, bro. He's
That man
gone.
be out there looking like what was it? Remember that day Lawan got beat for like 5 sacks?
Oh,
Man,
Arizona.
Yes, bro.
That was
who was that
horrible.
that beat his ass like
Chandler
that, man?
Jones.
Chandler Jones. Oh
Yeah.
my god,
Bro, I was at that game, bro. I was like, yo, we look horrible. Like, I'm like, this is terrible. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that right there was a sad day, man. But hey, third position went good today, didn't it, fellas?
Yeah, we still gotta do score predictions, and then we can jump out of here.
These are gonna be fun.
Nah, yeah. We ain't even finna waste too much time on this. I mean, shoot. Even though we had our
Band-Aid off.
RJ pretty much already told you, hell, it ain't no chance in hell that the Titans are going to win this football game. And these score predictions, I mean, yeah,
Everybody picking
it's pretty much, you know, well known that the Titans are not going to win this football game.
But look at chat. Tell us y'all score predictions. But look at some of chat's score predictions, bro. I mean,
what we got? I see running with Lions 50,
40. We don't got no reasonable scores. Like,
yeah, I seen Armand. I think Armand said they gonna put up 40 points against us as well, man.
Yeah, nobody.
Corey said they gonna put a 40 on us,
bro. Yeah, what if we get 70 put on us, bro?
Don't know. Come on, we cannot be the Broncos last year. Please, no.
Please. Call of Duty will be on this screen right over here that I'm on, man.
Morocco gonna be on Call of Duty by the end of the first quarter. The way this game gonna be playing out.
I'm telling you, as soon as I see Trevor Simeon out there, God dang, I'm putting on Black Ops 6. I'm not gonna play around.
As soon as I get up 2 scores, I'm cutting it off. I'm not gonna watch this shit, bro. I ain't gonna watch them get the dog bejesus beat out of them, bro.
Oh,
that's the bad thing too, because like the Titans have to come home here soon. And who's gonna be in the stadium? Not nobody, friends and family again. Like it's gonna look like a COVID stadium.
70 again. Put on them, bro. They get the brakes beat out them, bro. By all means, dog.
Yeah. So y'all want to know how bad we think the Titans are gonna get beat? Well, here you go. I think it's gonna be 40. Titans gonna score a touchdown late. Hell, no, I ain't even gonna say late because they actually do come out hot in the first half of games. So I think that the Titans are going to, put up 10 points early and then they're going to stop scoring. RJ, you can explain your 50 burger.
Man, Jared Goff getting ready to have a perfect game. Oh God. Bro, the Lions are ridiculous, bro. I don't think y'all realize how good they are. Like, I was watching them play. I'm like, man, I like watching them play. That's how good they are. They're fun to look at. Yeah, y'all gonna see it firsthand.
Yeah, bro. I don't even think they're gonna score a touchdown here, bro. They've done good and they've been off to good starts. Just net. They ain't really played a defense like this just yet. And I think we might be able to move the ball, but I see 2 Nick Folk, 40-plus yarder type kicks, and that's about all we're going to do. We might get those maybe the first quarter, maybe the first couple of drives, and then we're going to be stagnant after that. I mean, we're still a team that can't score in the fourth quarter. We're still a team that does worse in our second half. I mean, what was it? I mean, 24, 34 unanswered points last week is what they had. So it's like, I just don't see it with this team. I don't see it getting any better against a team that is shown that they're ready to go win a Super Bowl right now. Unless the Lions come in here and don't take this game seriously, which I don't see Dan Campbell letting them do. I don't see us having a chance in hell.
Man, what did Dan Campbell come out there and go for it on 4th and 10 or some shit at the beginning of the game?
He's gonna get it because he's playing the Tennessee Titans. He can go for it on 4th and 30 and probably get his shit against us.
Man, look, man. It's gonna be bad.
That's somebody brought up the Patriots game. That's the most important game of the season. I don't think y'all realize we have to lose this game, yes. Bro. We have to lose to the Patriots, bro. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, bro. The Patriots is the most important game of the season for the tank.
No, man, not the most
Trevor Simeon.
It is, bro. Huh?
Can we just not Trevor? Oh, go ahead.
That's the only team I believe we can beat.
Man, we gonna beat the Jags. We always beat the Jags in these type of seasons. Whenever they take, yes, we is.
But I didn't want to this year. I'm not saying I just don't. Go ahead. I didn't
I
want
ain't
to.
gonna lie, bro. The Jazz look good,
It's
bro.
gonna
I was
happen,
watching
man.
them play the other day, bro.
It will be,
That Brian Thomas, bro, he gonna be a problem in this division, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Man.
He's a
bro.
beast.
I didn't want to get swept by the AFC South, but if we get swept and we get a number 1 overall pick and we get Cam or Shador, it'll be worth it because they'll be like, "Oh, we swept y'all." I'm like, "Yeah, so we got Shador or we got Cam." It'll
Yeah, I
all be
don't care.
worth it in
Look,
that
I've
situation.
checked out this season. They can talk as much trash as they want, bro, but they ain't gonna talk after this draft, though. They ain't gonna talk that much after this draft. I'm
Hopefully,
gonna be chilling. I
Can I
ain't gonna
make
say
a
nothing.
can I make a confession?
Mhm.
go for it.
Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and make a confession. I really want the
Way to
Titans.
tease the audience, Morocco. Way to go.
Oh Lord, here we go.
I-
He finna say something wild.
I still want the Titans to smack the Texans. I really
I do
do.
want
I
one
mean,
too.
if we suck, I'll take getting swept by Jacksonville. I'll take getting swept by the Colts. But if we tanking, if we gonna end up with a top 3 draft pick, at least smack the shit out of Houston so that we won't have these dadgum Texan fans in our grills talking about see, look, we're better than Tennessee, even though they're not going far in the playoffs. But
First
still,
round.
even at their worst, they found a way to beat the Titans. So let's return the favor. Matter of fact, hell, I hope like hell that the Texans end up fighting for their lives week 18, and I hope we smack the shit out of them week 18. That right there would end up with a top 3 draft pick. I'll be around this motherfucker celebrating like we made the playoffs.
Yeah,
And
if I
don't
know we're
forget-
gonna get that number 1 pick and we play them week 18, bro, and we mess up they playoff position. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be real though, bro. And this might sound wild, man. This might sound wild, but I got a feeling that the Jaguars are gonna mess around and steal this division from the Texans. I just got this weird feeling. I was watching, bro. They starting to click, bro. They got a running back, Tank Bigsley. They got this receiver in Brian Thomas, bro, and they got Ingram, bro, who's freaking eating, bro. I'm telling y'all, man, don't sleep on them Jaguars, bro. They starting to figure it out on offense, bro. We'll see though. We'll see though what they look like.
They played Houston. Yeah, they played Houston.
They already played them. They lost in it. They lost by they barely beat Houston.
Yeah,
And they
it was
barely
a
beat
tight
the
game.
Jags
So
by 3 points. And
And
they got to go to Jacksonville the next time they see them. I'm just telling you now. I wouldn't be surprised if the Jags somehow came back and won the division like they did us. You feel me? Because the Texans, they freaking schedule finna get hard, and they don't look like they prepared for it, especially without Nico Collins. Like they already just lost to the Packers. They still got to see the Chiefs. They still got to see the Ravens. They still got to see Cowboys. You know, so even you know what I'm saying.
Nah, he got a point though, man. Jacksonville, they most definitely got some pieces. They got something in Brian Thomas, man. They got something in Bigsby. So I mean, hey, we found off hot takes. God dang it, shit. I don't think that's
throw
such
them
a
out
hot
there. It is
take.
a hot take, though.
It could happen. I mean, shoot, we've been through this before. Hell, Jacksonville's been through this before, man. So we're gonna most definitely stay
gonna lose streak,
even though the Titans suck. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this show up for the night, man. It's been a great therapy session, man. We enjoyed being with y'all tonight on this couch talking about all our Titan problems, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, all that good stuff. Hey, we want everybody to hear these therapy sessions. We're not, like your typical therapy patients where, we want our stuff confidential. Nah, we want you to share. We want you to let everybody know that we up over here going through it right now. We venting and we gonna keep venting until we back where we need to be. So like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us. Make sure you go holler at Wilson down at Music City Autoplex, man. Like I said, you can go down there and vent with him as well. Hell, he probably needs somebody to vent to about the Titans, man. Let him put you in a vehicle while you're at it, man. That vehicle, it'll probably cheer you up a little bit. And as long as it ain't two-tone blue, don't get no two-tone blue vehicle. You don't need to be reminded about the Titans while you riding around in your new vehicle. You might mess around and wreck. But holla at Wilson, Music City Autoplex. If you can't make it down there to the lot, musiccityAutoplex.com. Give them a call at 844-543-0108. Firestone, you got anything you want to say before we ride out?
Check out the website. We write articles. There's merch up there. So go and check out TitansColosseum.com. Tell all your friends about that. We'll be having more stuff coming to the website, on a daily basis there. So always check there for news. Patreon, sign up for the Patreon. We are going to hold some giveaways and some stuff, and we're going to have some other things coming in the future. We will be announcing on Patreon. So if you're going to sit there and you're going to try to get entered to win in our future giveaways, you need to sign up for the Patreon. And if you get the executive producer on the Patreon, you will get free merch every single month from us. So the levels in the tiers start at $5 and work all the way up to executive producer. So go check that out and support as well, because we surely appreciate it. And all your support helps us make the show better.
Yeah, we're gonna be giving away. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. Shoot, y'all need to sign up for Patreon, man. I am not about to tell y'all what we giving away, man. Because if I tell y'all gonna be like, nah, forget all that. But nah. I was going to say we were gonna give away autograph Nicholas Petit Ferrer.
No.
Who want a Will Levis jersey? I got one for you, man. I'm thinking about giving it to Goodwill, bro. Like, what's I do with my Will Levis jersey, bro?
We're gonna give y'all the Trey Avery jersey.
Bro, just save it. Look, I actually saw something that was kind of clever the other day when I was at the game for the Colts game. Dude had an AJ Brown jersey, but he took the nameplate off the back. And I'm like, that's cool. Then all you gotta do is replace it. So just wait for somebody else to get 8, take the Levis off the back, put a new nameplate on the back. You got a new jersey. You good.
Wow, man. You got anything you want to say for the ride out, RJ?
Nah, we good, man. Hey, man, we just what did they say? Trust the process. Isn't that what the Sixers said? Trust the process, man. We gonna get there, man.
Fuck.
Ooh, Thursday, man. We'll be back with y'all Monday, man, after the massacre. If we make it, we gonna make it through the massacre. Cause I'm not gonna sit up here and let the Titans stress me the hell out. Like I said, I'm cutting on Call of Duty if it gets too.
Find you a Sunday hobby.
Man.
Yeah, Sunday hobby, man. Do anything. Do anything. Do not sit through this game if they score 30 points on us by halftime. I'll tell you that right there, man.
No
I'm
lie.
cutting it off, man.
No lie.
If it's 21-0 in the first quarter, go ahead and turn it off. Matter of fact, don't even waste your time getting to halftime.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, man, for real though, man, we appreciate y'all very much, man. Y'all make sure y'all have a very blessed weekend. Stay safe, stay out of trouble, and tighten the fuck up. Let's